be when the flight data recorders and voice recorders are received. We have unconfirmed news about what is happening in terms of a mayday call by the pilots of this aircraft. They only had 60 seconds between the point of takeoff and the point of crash. 60 seconds. 400 feet altitude is nothing. The plane did not gain any altitude. It did take off, so it did leave the tarmac, but it didn't gain any altitude. 400 feet, and something catastrophic has gone wrong, because there are lot of redundancies in aircraft. They literally, the aircraft can fly on a single engine if it needs to. So if it is indeed, and has been mentioned, and this is what is now floating out there, I'm trying to get it verified, that in the mayday, very brief mayday call, they've said critical system failure. What do they mean, critical system failure? It does not, to the point of me, from the visual evidence, and this will have to be part of the DGC investigation, it does not look like a hydraulic failure. Does not look like that, in the sense that they've not lost stabilizer control. Have they lost flap control? Image is too grainy to see whether the flaps are up or down. Okay, they look down to me. If you look at the right side, on top of the right fuselage, I've seen from behind, the flap looks down, but it's too grainy. We've zoomed in as much as we can until we've lost the fidelity of the image, but you can't tell. So yes, the flaps are operated with hydraulics. So if you lost the flaps, you would not be able to gain altitude, and if you lost power, you would not be able to gain altitude. But this is not a nosedive. It's not a veer to the left. It's not a veer to the right. So the stabilizers seem to be functioning in the aircraft. Whether the flaps are functioning or not, it seems to be that they're down, but can't tell from this particular image. I can see the right engine very clearly, and I can see the right fuselage very clearly. I don't know whether the black blob underneath the red tail is the left side of the landing gear. It could be. If that is the case, then it is the nose gear that is what is lodged in this building over here, because as you can see right under this section, you can see a wheel, and the wheel is intact, and it's just not the wheel, it's the entire system that attaches the wheel to the aircraft, which is shorn off, and it is lying. Now, whether it has fallen or hit during the course of takeoff, is simply fallen off, or indeed, as reports seem to be suggesting, that the plane has clipped something during takeoff, which has caused this shearing force to rip this apart, and after the shearing force, the flight has simply lost all power. But you can see it is gliding in. It's not going left, it's not going right, it's not gone into a nosedive, it's just gliding in. It's almost surreal. This is how an aircraft would actually be coming to land, with the nose up, okay, landing gears down, and it would be coming into land like this. And you can see at the last moment, the pilot is trying to pull up. Let's have a look at this again. You can see the nose is up, the nose is up, the nose is up. You can see they are trying to pull up. They're trying to pull up. The nose is further up, further up, further up, and the tail goes further down at that moment, right there. So you can see the pilot there is trying desperately to pull up, okay, but he's not got power. He's not being able to gain altitude. Now, it would indicate to me that if the pilot is being able to control the attitude of the aircraft, that he does actually have his flaps, because he wouldn't have been able to put the nose further up if he had lost his flaps. He seems to just be losing power. He's trying to pull up the aircraft. You can see it is going down. You can see the nose goes sharper up. Okay, let's repeat this visual from the beginning. So you can see the aircraft. Let's repeat the visual from the beginning, please. Okay, so you can see the aircraft which is gliding in. Let's repeat it from the beginning. Okay, now you can see the aircraft which is gliding in. Okay, it's gliding in. All right. And right at this point of time, you can see the nose sharply rise. Okay, and till the point of the crash, behind that tree line, till the explosion, you can see the nose So the aircraft has literally not gone in nose first, it's gone in tail first. It's gone in like this. And that would be indicating to you, and I'm a layman here and we'll get our experts to talk about this, that the pilot is trying to pull up till the point that the aircraft has hit the ground. Okay? And what I can see more clearly from this image now is that yes, indeed, on the left side that looks like the landing gear. Okay? So if the right landing gear, and remember, if the right landing gear and the left landing gear of the rear side are visible to be attached to the aircraft, but the only thing that is not visible, now the two landing gears have struts that that connect to the axles that of course have the wheels. What is lodged in this building is the strut. So the only assumption I can draw here is that either that's a part of these two landing gears, but not the whole part, or it is part of the nose gear. But what is obvious is the pilot is trying to pull up till the last second. And if he is being able to change the attitude of the aircraft, lift the nose up further, he has attitude control, which means he has some control over his flaps, but he doesn't seem to have any power. And this is an aircraft that can fly on a single engine. So he is not lost power in a single engine and having to make do. He is either lost power in both engines or not had sufficient power in any of those engines to take off or to gain altitude. He has left the runway. So this is not an aborted takeoff. He has left the runway, but he seems to have control of the aircraft, but he seems to have no power, because I mean the aircraft is as straight. I mean, it is surreal watching this, because it is as under control. It's very almost calmly gliding in until it explodes, and you can see him trying to pull up the nose at the very end. It's